Sava Savanović, the vampire of the Milzaraj, Serbia, 19th century. The Drina River wound like a serpent through the valley, silver in the moonlight. Nestled against the foothills of the Tara Mountains sat the quiet village of Zaraj, where people lived simple lives farming, praying, and whispering warnings to their children. Everyone in Zaraj knew not to go near the old watermill after dark. The villagers said it was cursed, that the creaking wheel turned even when the stream was dry, that screams echoed from within when the night was still. But most of all, they spoke of Sava Savanović, the mill's long-dead owner who had never truly left. Sava Savanović had once been a man like any other, proud, solitary, and stern. He owned the mill on the ravine and was known for grinding the villagers' grain faster than any other. But after a harsh winter and failed harvests, people said Sava changed. He stopped coming to the market. His windows were always shuttered, and no smoke rose from his chimney. Then the deaths began. One by one, millers sent to work in the mill never returned. Their bodies, when found, were pale and bloodless, mouths frozen in silent screams. People said they had been drained by the vampire who now haunted the mill, Sava Savanović. Some claimed he made a pact with the devil to cheat death. Others said he had been turned by an Ottoman sorcerer. All agreed on one thing: he hungered for blood, and his thirst was endless. Years passed. The mill stood abandoned, decaying in the woods. No one dared go near until Luka, a strong-hearted young man, decided enough was enough. Luka's father had been one of Sava's victims, and Luka, fueled by vengeance and bravery and perhaps a little foolishness, took up his father's silver cross, a stake of hawthorn wood, and a flask of rakicha blessed by the village priest. Under a full moon, Luka entered the mill. Dust coated the floor. The wheel turned slowly, groaning like a dying beast. Then came the footsteps, soft at first, then louder. A figure emerged from the shadows, pale as bone, clad in black, with red eyes like coals and teeth long as needles. "You come to die, boy," Sava hissed, lips curled into a cruel smile. Luka didn't answer. He held up the cross, but Sava only laughed, the sound like rusted chains. The vampire lunged, but Luka was ready. He drove the hawthorn stake into Sava's chest, shouting a prayer his grandmother had taught him. Sava screamed, a sound that shook the very timbers of the mill and burst into ash and smoke, or so Luka thought. Though the vampire vanished, the mill was never used again. Locals said they still saw red eyes in the woods and heard whispers from the ruins. They claimed Sava had not died, only retreated, waiting for a time when belief would fade and he could rise again. Some say he never left the valley. Some say he walks among us still, in the guise of a traveler or scholar, feeding quiet